Welcome, welcome friends and families. Welcome everyone. To all of our wonderful guests here, welcome. My name is Andrew McAdam. I'm the department chair in the Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology. And I hope that you will join me in bringing your full energy and celebratory spirit to welcoming our faculty and our graduating class of 2026.
Welcome, graduates, families, and friends. It's my pleasure to be here celebrating the class of 2026. I would like to acknowledge our faculty and especially our amazing staff who have worked so hard to bring you this lovely ceremony today. Please stand and be recognized. Get up, stand up, stand up. Our staff, they're all around. My name is Lisa Corwin, and I'm an associate professor that is currently celebrating 10 years as an eBio faculty member today alongside the fabulous class of 2026. Woo! I could not be more proud to be facilitating this ceremony and to be a member of this amazing department, one that, in my opinion, attracts the most talented, motivated, creative, caring, capable, and just plain fun students on our campus. Today we gather to celebrate 148 amazing undergraduates, 18 honors students, and 13 incredible graduate students. As a unit, we teach and prepare the next generation of ecologists and evolutionary biologists. We work across the globe, from the highest mountains to the vast oceans, studying bacteria, plants, animals, fungi, and many other organisms. Our students head into incredible careers, studying, managing, and exploring the world's ecosystems, doing vital work to understand and maintain the biodiverse, beautiful places that we call home and those that we don't. But importantly, we also study humans. We examine how socioeconomic inequities shape urban biodiversity, how our actions affect threatened species, and how ecosystems provide services essential for our way of life. We incorporate indigenous ways of knowing, working to honor the traditions and knowledge of the original inhabitants of this land, the Cheyenne and Arapaho peoples. And we aim to understand human impact and to design ways we can both rectify harm and increase our positive contributions to the systems around us. Why do we study humans alongside the infinitely more fascinating, strange, or rare organisms in our classrooms and our labs? Because we, humans, have an incredible potential to change the environments around us. It has been my great honor to work closely with the amazing students before you today, people who spend their days, nights, and weekends realizing the potential to create positive change in the world around us, these folks. You inspire me, class of 2026. This is your year to shine. Congratulations on and thank you for all you have done to get here. All right. I would now like to hand it over to Professor Val McKenzie, who's going to talk about our grads.
All right. Hi, everybody. Congratulations to all the graduates and to all the family and friends who are proud supporters of this 2026 graduating class. You guys made it. You're here. So I'm Val McKenzie. I'm a faculty member in eBio. I do research on parasites and disease of wildlife. I've also had the pleasure of leading our graduate program over the last 6 years. In any given year, we have a vibrant community of about 85 to 90 graduate students who are in the process of working on master's or PhD degrees. And so we're here to celebrate this year's group who have completed those degrees. So working closely with a faculty mentor, these students developed a thesis or dissertation to ask questions about ecology and evolutionary biology. They're discovering new knowledge about the living organisms on our planet and their environment. Everything from plants to microbes to animals to the elements that cycle through our ecosystems. Science itself is an ecosystem, and it's a fragile one. It requires investment in the people who do it, so that each generation of scientists can train the next and continue the process of discovery. All of you who are graduating today have contributed advancements to the fabric of science. You were curious and asked questions about the world and developed hypotheses designed to study, went and collected data, hiked mountains, did all kinds of crazy things to get your data. You analyzed it and wrote a whole thesis or dissertation and presented your work in the different ways in this ecosystem of science. It's an incredible time to be a scientist with all the exciting tools we can use. There's so many discoveries to be made that can have major benefits for people and help us face the pressing challenges of modern society. This group of graduates had to endure a global pandemic that caused huge upheavals in their work. So some of them started right in the middle of 2020. What a way to start graduate school. They had to pivot in their research and persevere. So I especially want to acknowledge them for their strength and grit to find success in achieving their goals. A true and deep congratulations for your achievements in doing science. We celebrate you today. So we'll practice this custom called the hooding ceremony. And this dates back to some medieval times somewhere in Europe where scholars would, we wear these robes and the colors on them signify things about what degree is being achieved and or what school you received your training from. So what we'll do is we'll be reading the titles of the dissertation or thesis, and our students will come up and they'll get hooded by their graduate mentor. And this is where they put this fancy hood with our fancy degree colors on it over their head, and that's to sort of signify the sort of transfer of knowledge. And watch closely when we're doing the hooding, because sometimes you see this beam of light shoot up from their brains because they're so smart now. They've always been smart. Okay, so we can get rolling. Who do we have first? Let's see, where are the slides? Okay, so first we have Dr. Sam Aller. The title is, From Prairie Plants to People, Determining Barriers to and Mechanisms for Increasing the Emergence and Persistence of Diverse Populations and Communities in a Changing World. Advised by Dr. Katie Suding.
I love attention, but this is a lot, especially going first. I just want to say a major thank you to my family who came out for this and who have supported me over the last 5 years / 27 years, depending on how you look at it. And thank you to the friends, and especially a major thank you to the faculty who have been such an inspiration, and to the many students who are graduating today who I've had the opportunity to teach. They are such an inspiration continuously. And I was told to keep it short because I'm the first one. And so just happy to share that I'll be moving to Brazil in August for a Fulbright fellowship. So, ciao.
All right. Next we have Dr. Christopher Earhart. Multi-omic, multivariate, and network modeling approaches disentangle the genetic influences and biological pathways of complex traits, advised by Dr. Luke Evans.
One of the amazing parts of doing a PhD is getting to work one-on-one with your mentor, and I really want to thank Luke for the many, many conversations we've had over the past few years. I also really want to thank my family for being here and cheering me on throughout the whole PhD, and especially my wife, Becca, for being there every day of every week. The next chapter of my career will involve being a data scientist at a local startup in Boulder.
Next, we have Dr. Vlanjet Lani-Gashi. Developmental genomics of catfish skin, evolution of bony armor and denticles through redeployment of ancient gene regulatory toolkit. Advised by Dr. David Stock.
Thank you very much. I would really like to thank our department, my committee, my advisor, Dr. Stock, for all the help and support, and as well as my family who have been the key to my success. I really want to thank them a lot. And then in my next chapter, I'll be joining a research team in Anschutz, helping to develop cures for human-related diseases. So thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Skylar Graves. Tropical flowering phenology. Skylar was advised by Dr. Erin Manzito-Tripp, and she's getting hooded by one of her committee members, Nancy Emery.
Thank you to everyone who has been there to support me on this long and wonderful journey. My next steps are I'm applying for the Marie Curie Fellowship to work in Trondheim, Norway.
Nice. Next, we have Dr. Asia Kaiser. The landscape and socio-ecological drivers of insect biodiversity in cities, advised by Dr. Julian Rosasco.
Hello. I want to say a big thank you to my family for supporting me all these years and being here today. Also, a big thank you to all the faculty members in the eBio department who supported me throughout my time here. It's been a real privilege to study and research things that I love here at this wonderful university. So thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Katie Kariatsumeri. The role of small mammals, granivores, in ecological speciation of 2 sunflower ecotypes, advised by Dr. Andrew McAdam.
I just want to say thank you to my advisor, Andrew, my community members, all my lab mates, and a big thank you to all my friends and family. Love you guys. Cheers.
Next, we have Dr. Heather Violet Kenny Dudilla. Multi-scale spatial, social, and phenotype determinants of mating outcomes in North American barn swallows, advised by Dr. Rebecca Safran.
Thank you to my incredible advisor, Becca, and all of the Safran Lab, and huge thank you to my family who are here, and especially my husband, Hari.
Next, we have Dr. Thomas Caleb Merchant. Rangeland sensitivity and resilience to changing precipitation regimes, scaling from local experiments to regional patterns, advised by Dr. Katie Suding.
Hi, I'd like to thank my family for encouraging me to turn over logs and chase bugs, and the Suding Lab, who I've watched many iterations of and really helped support me, read all my stuff, and got me here. Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Jessica Edith Rush. Effects of organic matter redox reactions on carbon cycling in boreal peatland ecosystems, advised by Dr. Evelyn Hinckley.
Thank you so much to my family and friends, and a big thank you to Eve for always keeping my chakras aligned. Cream rises to the top.
Next, we have Dr. Ellen Waddle. Movement and demographic performance of plant populations in mountain landscapes, how life history patterns and anisotropic dispersal will shape temporal and spatial dynamics, advised by Dr. Dan Doak.
I'd like to thank my advisor, Dan Doak, in addition to my family, because both of them have always encouraged me to follow my interests. So thank you to you all.
Next, we have Dr. Haley Catherine Webb. Abrupt and gradual permafrost thaw in Alaska, multi-scale patterns, processes, and impacts, advised by Dr. Merritt Turetsky.
Thank you to my family and my friends, especially my husband. I love you all more than you will ever know.
Next, we have some master's graduates. Hunter Geis Sanchez. From Seed to Buffalo, Building Resilience in Colorado Grasslands, advised by Dr. Katie Suding.
I'd just like to say thank you to Dr. Suding and the entire Suding Lab for helping me along these last 2 years, the friends that I've made along the way, and the friends that have supported me from the start, and of course my family who have always there to make me laugh and there to support me that are here today and across the state. Thank you.
Next, we have Grace Yerkunas. Understanding the effects of temperature on wild sunflower seed germination, Helianthus species across altitude gradients, advised by Dr. Nolan Kane.
I want to start by thanking my parents, Margaret and Richard, for their unconditional love and support that brought me here today. I'm incredibly thankful for my advisor, Nolan Kane, for his guidance throughout my degree, and my committee members, Luke Evans and Nancy Emery, for their thoughtful feedback at every stage of my work. Thank you to my friends in the Kane Lab, the CU Boulder Greens Labs program, and finally, this degree is a reminder to keep asking questions, to stay curious, and to never stop appreciating the world around you. Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations to our master's and doctoral students. Awesome work.
Thank you, everyone. We have just a few housekeeping announcements before we start on our next round. For our next round, please move across the stage and do not stop for the photographers. They are super talented and they will be able to capture all of your special moments without any stops. Also, the conferral process will proceed without stopping between rows, so get ready to keep moving it through. And with that, I would like to introduce Professor Evelyn Hinckley, who is going to, Barbara Deming-Adams, who is going to talk for our next one.
Congratulations to all graduates and their glorious support systems of friends and family. It's a little introduction. My daughter, who is a CU alum, just pointed out to me the new book by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Jodi Kantor. Kantor wrote that book after giving a commencement speech at her alma mater, Columbia University. In her speech, she shared her own journey from being fired from Columbia University's student newspaper to becoming a top Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist. They had forgotten about that when they invited her. She reminded them, but she doesn't hold any grave. The book is How to Start Discovering Your Life's Work. She says, you want to have a skill, just two things, a skill that meets a need, those two things, skill and need. A skill as in knowing how to do something that feels right to you and has your name on it. And the need being an enduring need of society. Well, a big old university like CU offers a lot of different ways for students to develop such a skill and meet such a need. The skill may lie in vastly different areas for different individual students, and I won't talk about all those skills. I will just talk about one skill, and that has to do with the honors program. And I'm going to introduce the honors students. And in this way, I get to work, I have the privilege to work with those students who acquire their skill in the area of doing research on something that holds special interest for them and connects to one of those enduring needs of society. Specifically, these students have conducted, just like the students who were just honored for their master's degrees and their PhDs, dissertations, the honors students have conducted research also under the mentorship of a professor, maybe not for quite as many years, but nevertheless a very amazing accomplishment. Then they wrote an honors thesis and defended their findings in front of a panel of professors. That's scary, until you realize that you've become the expert on what you did. then it's not so scary anymore. So I will now ask each student to come to the stage, and we'll have a slide with the title of their honors theses, their mentors, and the designation that they received for their work. So, Kat, are you ready? So Kat Barr wrote a thesis on close relatives reduce invasive cheatgrass performance in a Front Range grassland. She worked with Dr. Suding, who is a very sought-after advisor in our rounds, and is graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Kat.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents and my husband. I wouldn't be here without you. And I'd like to thank Dr. Katie Suding and Annie Meter, the best advisor and mentor that I ever could have hoped for. And yeah, and I'm sticking around. I'm going to start a PhD in the eBio department in the Suding Lab in the fall.
Congratulations, Kat. Ooh, I should go on. Yeah. Okay, and next, Nate. Would you please come forward? Nate wrote a thesis on the effects of nest insulation and ambient temperature on incubation behavior of 2 species of Colorado Front Range chickadees, working with Dr. Taylor, and is graduating summa cum laude.
Thank you to my family, my girlfriend, and my lab who helped make this happen. And of course, the birds. Really couldn't have done it without them.
Congratulations, Nate. Okay, Edie. Edie wrote a thesis on assessing the role of pseudocyphally and thallus traits in modulating water relations of, I was going to say crocodile, but Crocodia aurata wasn't quite that scary. Peltigeraceae across a moisture gradient in the pre-montane tropical forest of Costa Rica. Working with Dr. Manzito Tripp and graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations, Edie.
I'd like to thank all my friends and family for all their constant support, and as well as Dr. Aaron Manzito Tripp and Dr. Patrick Koselik and Jacob Watts. And I'm super excited to announce that I will be starting a PhD at the University of Arkansas. Go Algae!
Yes! Congratulations, Edie. Eva wrote a thesis on exploring the impacts of human disturbance. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong person. Eva. Your thesis was entitled, as I actually remember, comparing parental provisioning behaviors between 2 occurring chickadees, again, in Colorado. Also working with Dr. Taylor and graduating with magna cum laude. Congratulations, Eva.
I changed the title between drafts. Thank you to my family. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And thank you to Scott Taylor and Barbara for being on my thesis committee. And I'm very excited to see where my research career takes me next. So thank you.
Congratulations, Emma. Jordan wrote a thesis on exploring the impacts of human disturbance, on bird species richness and abundance at California ponds, working with Dr. Johnson and graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Jordan.
Hi, I would like to thank my friends and family for all their support, as well as all of the eBio faculty, especially Dr. Peter Johnson, who's my thesis advisor. Thank you.
Congratulations. Andrea wrote a thesis on apple trees as ecosystem engineers, the effects of orchard management on soil chemistry and microbial communities, working with Dr. Belinsky and graduating with magna cum laude. Congratulations.
I
I would like to thank Dr. Teresa Belinsky, everybody in the REACH Lab and the Boulder Apple Tree Project for their continued mentorship and support. I would like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout this whole journey, and my best friend for encouraging me to come back to school, join a lab, and finish my degree.
Congratulations. Okay, Uma, hi, wrote a thesis on lack of association between seed mass and viability in diverging ecotypes of sunflower, Helianthus pedicularis, despite differences in emergency patterns, working with Dr. McAdam and graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Uma.
I'm grateful for, or I guess what's not to be grateful for, but I'd like to extend a big thank you to Dr. McAdam and Katie, or I guess Dr. Katie now. Congrats, and my family and boyfriend for being so inspirational. Thank you.
Congrats. Ailey wrote a thesis on evaluating trends in American pika habitat occupancy at Niwot Ridge, long-term ecological research site, working with Dr. Ray and graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations.
I would like to thank my friends and family for their unconditional love and support, especially my boyfriend Dylan. And I'd love to thank Dr. Chris Ray and Irie Peralta for their guidance and amazing support during my thesis process. My time with them really shaped my time here at CU, and I'm happy to announce that I'll be starting CSU's veterinary medicine program in the fall, so I'll be becoming a RAM.
Congratulations again. Liam wrote a thesis on foraging behavior of herbivorous fishes, effects of rugosity and sociality. And Liam worked with Dr. Gill and is graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Liam.
I'd like to thank Dr. Gill and Madeline Eyre for guiding me throughout this whole process. Y también me gustaría agradecer a toda mi familia y mis amigos por ayudarme a llegar a este lugar. Y thank you very much.
Congratulations, Liam. Easton wrote an honors thesis on the active fraction and community composition of microbes at different stages of soil development in the high Arctic, working with Dr. Schmidt and graduating with magna cum laude. Congratulations, Easton.
I wanted to thank Dr. Steve Schmidt and Rachel Rubin for all their support on my thesis project, and I also wanted to thank my family for always reminding me of how capable I am.
Congratulations, Easton. Sam. Hi. Sam wrote a thesis on reproductive effects of scaly leg mites on mountain chickadees, celebrity organisms today. Mountain chickadees, working with Dr. Taylor, and is graduating with summa cum laude. Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you to my friends, my family, and of course my boyfriend, and of course, most importantly maybe, Dr. Scott Taylor and the rest of the Taylor Lab. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sam. Noah. Hi. Noah wrote a thesis on city slickers. There's a title. How urban landscapes affect arthropod herbivores and their natural enemies, working with Dr. Rosasco and graduating with summa cum laude. Congratulations, Noah.
I'd just like to thank my thesis advisor, Dr. Julian Rosasco, and my mentor, Dr. Asia Kaiser, as well as all my friends and family and my girlfriend who listened to me talk about all the things that stress me out during this process.
Congratulations, Noah. Maya, hi, wrote an honors thesis on methodological advances for understanding the function and evolution of twist gene cis-regulatory elements, working with Dr. Medeiros and graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations.
I would just like to thank Dan, also Stephanie Renfro, and especially Barbara. And then also my wonderful family for the constant support and my friends as well.
Congratulations, Maya. And Naomi. Hi. Wrote her thesis on social cues and information cascades within garden eel communities, working with Dr. Gill and graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations.
I would like to thank everyone in the Gill Lab, including Mike and Ella, and my friends and family for being here, David and Mason for flying all the way out to be here, and I'm excited to continue on my education at the University of Plymouth, getting my master's in marine biology.
Congratulations. Yes. Julia wrote a thesis on investigating recent ecological change in southwestern Colorado mountain lakes, working with Dr. Oleksi and graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Julia.
I would just like to thank my friends and family and my advisor Bella and all my friends in the Mountain Limnology Lab who really became like a family over the past 3 years.
Dylan wrote an honors thesis on a loss of life and data, the cultural politics of lab animal use in the space race, working with Dr. Hickox and graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Dylan.
I want to start by thanking my incredibly kind family and friends who are here tonight, and then I'm going to go through a really quick long list of all the incredibly faculty members who have brought me to where I am today. I want to thank you to Dr. Oliveris, I want to thank you Dr. Paulson, Dr. Martin, I want to thank Dr. Koselik, Dr. Johnson. You guys have all taught me what empathy in science looks like, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Hey, Gavin. Wrote a thesis on plains of flame, don't we all know that? Effects of fire on plant functional composition in a xeric tallgrass prairie in Boulder, Colorado, working with Dr. Suding and graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations, Gavin.
Hi, I want to thank my family and my friends and my girlfriend for all being amazing people and supporting me a lot. And I want to thank the Suding Lab, especially Dr. Suding and Sam and Tom for supporting me a lot through the honors thesis process. Go eBio.
Congratulations. And last not least, Peyton. Peyton wrote an honors thesis on insects of the Boulder Apple Tree Project's J Road Orchard, abundance of insect orders in a semi-urban apple orchard, working with Dr. Sconiers and graduating cum laude. Congratulations, Peyton.
Thank you to my family for their support and their sacrifices, to the Reach Lab for fostering a community of inclusion, friendship, and support. Thank you to Barbara, Lisa, all of the faculty here in eBio who dragged us, sometimes kicking and screaming, over the finish line.
All right, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody again, and I am now having the pleasure to introduce the director of our undergraduate program, Professor Eve Hinckley.
Hi, everyone. I'm Eve Hinckley. I'm Associate Chair for Undergraduate Studies in Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, and I'm here for you, undergrads. I want to warmly welcome the families and friends today as we celebrate these graduates, and I want to recognize my wonderful colleagues in eBio, the faculty mentors here, as well as our amazing staff who keep all of us in line and did the work to make this graduation the special event that it is. So, the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology program is the very best on campus. As you've heard, the focus of the eBio undergraduate program is to study the intriguing phenomena in the natural world, from genes to genomes to ecosystems and global processes. We ask our students to apply the knowledge that they gain about biology in their foundational classes to address the pressing environmental issues today: global climate change, endangered species, infectious disease, ecosystem degradation, and sustainable food production. Through our undergraduate program, our students have a chance to explore ecology and evolution through opportunities that allow them to become an e-biologist. Field courses in and around Boulder and at the Mountain Research Station outside of Nederland, abroad in places like the Galapagos Islands and the Amazon rainforest, and some decide to explore teaching biology and learn how to navigate the classroom. Still others pursue research opportunities in our labs and conduct independent studies and honors theses, like the large cohort that we just had come across the stage. In addition, our students develop skills that serve them in all kinds of jobs, from critical thinking, scientific writing, data science and modeling, to cutting-edge laboratory and field approaches. Some of them take my course on navigating life after graduation, and we work on how to get those jobs. Perhaps most importantly, we ask our students to be thoughtful citizens, to learn how to work productively with their peers and mentors, and to promote equity and inclusion in the classroom and beyond. We believe in the pursuit of knowledge and that supporting science and discovery is in the best interest of everyone in society. I am so pleased to be a part of our undergraduate students' graduation ceremony today and to welcome them into the next stage as ecologists and evolutionary biologists. And now I am going to welcome each one of you to get your diploma and cross the stage and get a few words. I am going to meet you over at microphone 1. Ruby Elizabeth Luthold.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Can't wait for what's next.
Alina Schrebner. Do I get to give you a hug?
I just want to thank my family, my boyfriend, my friends for just supporting me through all of this. In school, in life, I wouldn't have this without you guys, so thank you.
Edgar Boutros Merhe.
I just want to say thank you so much to my parents. They sacrificed so much for me to, even be able to get an education. They've done so much. I love you guys so much, and I also want to give a special shout out to my friends, especially Mr. Aaron Kygrudan. I love you, man. Let's go Buffs!
Olivia Michael.
I just want to say a quick thank you to my family and my friends, especially my family who have supported me throughout my time here. Thank you so much.
Skylar Ellis.
I just want to thank my amazing support system, and I'll be going to Colorado State for my master's in the fall.
Indy Howley.
I
I'd like to thank my family and friends and also all of the amazing classmates I've met and faculty I've met over the years here. Thank you.
Madeline Torrey.
I just want to say thank you to my parents. I almost didn't go to college, and now I have my degree. That's all thanks to them.
Erin Wood.
Thank you to all my friends and family that traveled to be here today. Being a first-gen Black Latina woman, veteran has been a long and difficult road to get here, and I couldn't be more proud of myself. Thank you all so much. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you.
Yana White.
I want to thank my professors, Dr. Tui, Dr. Bjorky, Dr. Ruby, Dr. Evans, for your support and the very interesting conversations beyond classroom teachings. I want to give a special thanks to people who have been instrumental in my journey prior to entering CU Boulder and have continued to walk alongside me. Those are professors in different countries, Dr. Tour, Dr. Truman, Dr. Lennox, Dr. Meyer, Dr. Stadler, whom I haven't met yet in person, but I will someday. More than anything, I'm grateful for the support of my family and friends, and most of all to God, who has been with me every step of the way. To you deep thinkers and truth seekers, I want to say, keep pursuing meaning and truth. Keep asking questions. Do not stop looking for the truth. And when you find it, defend it.
Jaden Reuter.
Just wanted to say a quick thank you to my family and all the faculty that have helped me make it here. So thank you.
Tally Fox.
I just want to thank my family, my partner, and all those who've supported me along the way. I couldn't have done it without you. Please hug a tree in honor of your graduate today. Thank you.
Duncan Bixby.
Just like to thank my family and friends, especially in attendance, and my girlfriend and the bio faculty for not only caring what they're teaching about, but also how we learn as students. Thank you.
Elizabeth Villavicencio.
Just a big thank you to my family and my amazing boyfriend, Adam.
Ryan Stover.
I'd like to thank my friends and family for supporting me, and especially my siblings for being my built-in best friends. I love you all, and SCO Buffs.
Claire Stockton.
Hello. I just want to say how grateful I am to have been able to learn about our environment in such a beautiful and energetic place. To my friends, family, and the staff of eBio, I couldn't have done it without you. SCO Buffs.
Ellis Zeminski.
I'd like to thank Baseline Liquors, my friends, and all of my family, except for my older sister. Thank you, SCO Buffs.
Lily Patrick.
I just want to say a huge thank you to my family for being the best support system. You inspire me every day to be a better version of myself. I love you so much.
Irie Levitt.
I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents and my siblings. I wouldn't be here without the love and support you all have given me. This achievement is yours too. I'm so grateful and I love you guys so much.
Ariana Gomez.
I just wanted to give a thank you to all my friends and family who have supported me throughout this journey. This degree is for you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Alexandra Allred.
So I guess this means that it's too late for me to stay for another year, but in all honesty, thank you to everyone who made these past 4 years so incredible. I couldn't have done it without you all. Go Buffs!
Rachel Poston.
I wouldn't have been able to be here today without my amazing friends and my family, of course. So I want to say thank you to all of them, and I love you guys so much. Go Buffs!
Jacob O'Meara.
I just want to say thank you to my family and friends. Thank you so much.
Catherine Gassman.
Thank you so much to my family. Everything is better and possible because of you guys.
Abigail Gian.
I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and my amazing boyfriend, as well as my dogs. I couldn't have done it without the love and support you've all showed me. And I'd like to thank all of the eBio professors who have been such an inspiration. Their love and passion for their work really shines through when they're teaching. Thank you.
Kira Havel.
I'd like to say thank you to my family for supporting me, and of course to the professors for reteaching me how to run a t-test year after year, and also to the eBio advisors for encouraging me to study abroad in Costa Rica, study eBio at least. Best experience of my life, and it allowed me to meet Edie Clark, my best friend, and I don't know, can't wait to spend our old age in the nursing home cracking the same stupid jokes. Thanks.
Andrew Buzarelis.
I'd just like to say thank you to my grandparents and my parents for all their support and guidance, as well as the fantastic staff behind me who have shaped me into the scientist I am. Let's go Buffs.
Jenner Levin Hinojos.
Yeah, all glory to God. This degree is not only mine, but as a first-generation student, I'm so blessed to be up here today. This degree is not only mine, but for my parents as well, and my grandparents. Thank you all.
Ava Beggs.
I just want to thank my amazing friends and family and the awesome eBio staff. Thank you.
Greta McNulty.
I want to say thank you to all my friends and family for the love and support and for all the great teachers and mentors in the eBio department.
Renee Aronson Cajas.
Thank you to the Doak and Rosasco Lab for helping me out throughout the years, and to my family for flying all the way out from Costa Rica.
Caden Perlman. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank my family for supporting me endlessly through the process and for the wonderful eBio faculty.
Marlon Alexandra Mendez Zamora.
Oh, wow. Okay. Agradezco a mis padres por su amor incondicional y sus sacrificios. Todo lo que soy es gracias a ustedes. Planeo dedicarme a la investigación clínica en oncología pediátrica para luego postularme en la Escuela de Medicina como médica. To my friends and family and Celsius, thank you for your amazing support and kindness throughout the way. I plan to pursue clinical research in pediatric oncology to then apply to medical school and continue supporting children's health as a physician. Thank you.
Olivia Whipke.
I'd like to thank my friends, family, boyfriend, and the amazing faculty. Thank you.
Natalie Williams.
I would like to thank my family as well as all of the amazing women in STEM in my life, including my mom and my grandma, for being such amazing inspirations to me. Let's go Buffs!
Madeline Mancini.
Thank you to my friends and family. I truly couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to my boyfriend for all of his support throughout this, and a special thank you to my friend Megan, because I never would have transferred to Boulder without you.
Megan Gallagher.
I just want to thank my mom, dad, Will, and my friends. Thank you.
Isabella Aguilar.
Hello. I would just, of course, want to thank my family, all of my friends, all of eBio faculty, because I could not have done it without any of them. So, hooray!
Ella Dietz.
I just want to thank my family and all women in STEM. Thanks.
Catherine Kaimana Okanali Bernard.
I want to say thank you to my beautiful mothers who made this all possible, and my beautiful, amazing girlfriend who supported me through all of this. Love you guys.
Amy Diamond.
Thank you to my friends and family and my cat Vader.
Kaden Ginther.
Okay, so believe it or not, I would also like to thank all of my amazing family out there, friends, girlfriend, and a special thank you to Alicia Quant for helping me pursue a career in mycology. Thank you.
Piers Powell.
Thank you, Dr. Peter Johnson and Dana Calhoun, for the opportunities and experience over the years, and thank you to my parents and Sage for being here tonight, or sorry, for coming out. Love you guys.
Maxwell James Elder.
Yeah, I just want to thank my wonderful, wonderful parents. They raised me to be curious and just endless support. My lovely friends, and Gracie, who's been through it through thick and thin. So thank you.
Madison Zemaripa.
Just wanted to say thank you for everyone who's been there for me the last 4 years. It's been a wild ride, but just go Buffs.
Audrey Weaver.
I would like to thank all of my wonderful friends and family. I can only aspire to be as amazing as you all are. And I would also like to thank the eBio faculty, especially Dr. Nolan Kane, who I will be studying under to continue for my accelerated master's next year.
Ty Whirl.
I just want to thank my parents and all of the amazing professors. Thank you.
Cecilia Bensa.
I want to say thank you to my family that are front and center right now. A special thank you to my mom, and my grandpa Spike could not be here due to his health, so I'm going to do a duck call for him. And I love you guys.
Yasmin Gonzalez.
I'm trying to hold it together. I would just like to thank my parents and my friends for coming today. And my 5 younger siblings. I hope as your big sister I made you proud today. Thank you.
Sarah Newman.
Thank you to everyone for everything. All right.
Charlie Ward.
Thank you.
Isaiah Cremes Parks.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and the faculty and my peers for supporting me throughout my journey. Thanks.
Amy Loretta Nicodemus.
During my journey over the past few years, I've had some people wondering what I would have done if I hadn't ended up finishing college. But now, I guess we'll never know.
Elliot DeSalvo.
Obviously, I want to thank my professors and my family and my wonderful partner that just dealt with text messages about how stressed I was about this. So thank you so much, Jenna. But especially my parents and my sister. I couldn't be here without you. And I'm excited. Once I graduate, I'll be working in the national park, doing what I love, which is digging holes. So thank you.
Elon Loudy.
All the appropriate gratitudes.
Austin Dale.
I just want to thank my friends, family, and Coach Prime. Go Buffs.
Alden Jones.
Want to give a massive thanks to my family for supporting me all 4 years, and a huge thanks to Dr. Daniel Medeiros for allowing me into his lab to study developmental genetics in my time here. Thank you.
Maya Kapisser.
I will be quick. I just want to thank the faculty and staff here, especially Dr. Eve, for telling me and letting me find out that I do, in fact, have a favorite type of soil. And I would like to thank my family and my friends for helping me through this. And I would especially love to thank the lovely staff lady who was able to give me a Z-bar so I could walk just now. Thank you.
Mia Ferrario.
Thank you to my friends and family right over there. Love you guys. Go Buffs!
August Chury Jones.
Thank you to my friends and family who have been there for me countless times. Thank you to the EBAU professors who've inspired me, including Dr. Hinckley. And thank you to my research advisor while I was down in Australia, Dr. Sesmito. You've helped me become something that I could be proud of. Thank you. Let's protect the earth.
Griffin Hall.
Thank you to my family and friends.
Allison Roberts.
Thank you to my friends and family and my dog Goose. I love y'all.
Thomas Klein.
Yeah, thank you to my family for all their support, and also Professor Stock and Professor McCain. Thank you.
Harry Kiras.
I wanted to give a big shout out to my family and my grandparents who couldn't make it today, and also Professors Ramsey, Kane, Stempian, and McCain. Thank you so much.
Colson Probst.
I wanted to just switch it up and say thank you to my family and friends that helped me get this far, and my lovely girlfriend as well. Go Buffs.
Margot Evans.
Big thanks to my friends and family, and don't stop believing.
Jacob Rosenbaum.
I
want to thank my family, my friends, and Eve for just supporting me this semester. You've been great, so thank you.
Ariane Aiden.
Thank you to my family, my friends, and farming.
David Wellwood Deckerman.
Special thanks to Celsius and Yerba Mate for giving a lot of motivation. Special thanks to friends and family, and then also Dr. Belinsky for all the mentorship and opportunities that she's given me, as well as being the advisor for my club. Thank you.
Peter Brock.
Better late than never. And for the love and support from family and friends, and to my wife, Emily, who never stops believing in me, and to Jesus, who loves me.
Brody Lewis Kilgore Clark.
Mom, Dad, Grace, I love you all. Thanks.
Marcos Ortega Kashmiri.
I love my friends, my family, my professors, todos presente y más. To butcher a poem from Rumi, this being human is a guest house, every morning a new arrival. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each is sent as a guide from beyond. El movimiento sigue.
Maddie Dang.
Hi, I would like to say thank you to my friends, my family, my grandparents. I love you all so much. Thank you for my amazing professors and my support staff for the past 4 years.
Libby Brown.
Thank you to my friends and family. I love you guys.
Madeline Rose Ozdarski.
Hello, I just want to say thank you to my family that's here, my friends, and Dr. Abby Polson.
Pia Geithner.
I just want to thank my parents for being here and for always supporting me. I love you guys so much.
Liz Johnkiss.
I'd like to thank my family, especially my dad, who's never doubted me even though I want to study birds for a living. He's always supported me.
Kendall Renquist.
I want to thank my parents and my sister and Tegan and the campus coffee shops because I got a lot of coffee.
Haley Wickham.
I'd like to thank my friends, my boyfriend, and my family, especially my mom and dad, who have been a huge, constant support in my life. No words can describe how much your love, encouragement, and guidance has meant to me over the last 4 years, and I can't wait to start the next chapter of my life. I love you guys.
Tomas Lothier.
The real degree we got was the friends we made along the way. But thanks to everyone, friends, family, and faculty. I know I act like I know everything, but you're the ones who taught it to me.
Ava Toll.
I would love to thank my friends and family. I love you all so, so much. And thank you to everyone in the eBio department, everyone who's given me opportunities in research. Thank you.
Liliana Wagner.
I want to thank my mom and dad. You guys are really cool. And my family who traveled to come be here with me today, and all my friends that are here. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Jamie Hall.
I want to say that to everyone who didn't believe that I was going to graduate high school, get
Vivek Patkar.
I'd like to thank my family and all my professors, and a special thanks to Chris Ray and Rachel Billings for including me in their research.
Juliet Reese Davis.
I want to thank my family, especially my family that traveled out here, my boyfriend and my dog for always supporting me through this journey. Thank you to my professors for always pushing me to think critically and deeply. And major thank you to my parents for supporting me and always encouraging to pursue my interests and passions. Thank you.
Justin Stevens.
I'd like to say thank you to my family, to my girlfriend. In the great words of Willem Dafoe, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. And free Palestine!
Kipling Argraves.
I'd like to say thanks to the awesome faculty here for all they've taught me, to my family for flying all the way out here. Big thank you to my mom and to my partner Sebastian for being my biggest supporters, and to my dad. I know he would have been so proud to see me here today.
Keely Elan Yaw.
All right, I'm headed to CSU's Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program, and I couldn't have done it without my family and Keegan and my friends. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything.
Madison Godart.
I want to thank my amazing family and friends, especially my amazing friend who flew out to surprise me. Thank you.
Nathan Larimer. Congratulations.
Thank you so much to my family. I'm so immensely proud to be the first Larimer up here on a graduation stage, and this is all for you, Mom.
Caitlin Anderson.
Thank you to all my favorite people who are in this room right now for always supporting me during my college experience.
Nicole Roos.
Alrighty, I wanted to say, as everyone else has said, thank you to my family, mom, dad. I love you guys. Peter, Nat, everyone else who's here for me today. I love you all very much. Thank you to all the awesome professors out here, Dr. Stock, everyone in the Go Lab. You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
Delaney Armbruster.
Thank you to my family, my friends, my boyfriend, and to Leroy.
Elliot Sheridan.
I just want to thank my mom, my brother Finn, and my girlfriend Riley for all of their support.
Noang Searing.
Thank you, Amlan Bala. This degree is for you.
Catherine Urban.
I'd like to thank Dr. Gill and everyone in the Gill Lab, Dr. Pete Johnson, my family, my friends, and my girlfriend Tana. I love you guys so much. Guys, and free Palestine.
Madison McKee.
I just want to thank all of my family and the faculty and the Gill Lab that supported me.
Everett Reef Helfand Miller. Congrats.
Thank my parents, grandparents, brothers. Love you all. Thank you.
Bijan Vijay.
I just wanted to say thank you to my friends, girlfriend, and all the eBio staff, as well as my parents, and all the sacrifices you guys have made for me and my siblings. Thank you.
Addie Kelly.
Well, I also want to thank my family, and thank you for teaching me to touch grass at a young age.
Sage Pollock. Congratulations.
Wow, I've had some amazing mentors here at CU. I've had Dr. Warren Sconyers, Dr. Amy Dunbar-Wallace, Dr. Taylor, Dr. Sam Aller now, and Hunter Guy Sanchez. I want to thank them. Zoe, I want to thank you. You're my guide and my support, and I want to thank Ben for loving Zoe. And finally, I'd like to say, this is an incredible department, and we do such amazing work, and I'm so grateful. But this school, I wish we would divest from fossil fuels and divest from research in Israeli weapons manufacturing. We are so much better, and we can be so much better. And I'm still grateful for everything I've learned and who I am from this place. So thank you.
Jack Morse.
Everything that she said, and Pop, Will, Tahoe, thank you so much for being here.
Isabella Morse.
want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me turn my love of animals into a full-time thing. Love you guys.
Jackson Ruck.
I wanted to say thank you to my friends and family, my boyfriend, and the amazing eBio staff for supporting me the last couple of years. Thank you.
Gavin Gordon.
I just wanted to thank all my family who flew in from Nashville and my incredibly supportive girlfriend.
Kaliska Zarlingo Joyce.
I'm proud to say that I am the first woman in STEM to graduate with a STEM degree, of course, and now I can be the most annoying person on hikes and at the zoo.
Bradley Jacken.
Hi, I would like to say a thank you to my family and girlfriend for showing up here, and a special thanks to my mom for all the help. I couldn't have done it without you.
Cameron Rogers. Congratulations.
Thank you to my family, my friends, and to every professor who I've ever spent just way too long chatting to. Thank you for believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. I'm not going to stop. Love you.
William Turner.
Shout out to Dr. Kane and Dr. Kelly. I really appreciate your inspiration. And my mama, Amaya, Gaga, G-Paw, and my siblings. I'm super grateful for my siblings, Kate and Andrew. Thank you so much.
JC Stanich.
I just want to thank my family for their endless love and support. Most of all, I want to thank God for guiding me every step of the way. And I'm going into dentistry. Thank you, and Jesus loves you.
Connor Cook.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Abigail for your love and support. And thank you to all the eBio faculty and staff, especially Dr. Abby Paulson.
Grace Hutchins.
I just want to say thank you to this department and this university. I've made so many wonderful friends and memories over these past 4 years, and I couldn't ask for anything more. And of course, thank you to Mom, Dad, and Jack who are out in the audience here supporting me today. Thank you.
Essa Chadwick.
So awesome. Dad, Mom, Grace, Taylor, Grams, and Gaga, I love you so much, and I'm going to stop looking at you because you're going to make me cry. I'm so proud of everybody here, and I want to shout out eBio 1010, where I met my best friend, Grace, who just got her degree. Thank you, guys.
Audrey Celeste Maddie.
I just wanted to say I'm continuing at CU to get a master's in eBio studying diatoms. Thank you.
Sebastian Cedeno Gonzalez.
want to say I love you to my family and all the sacrifices they had to make to be here, and also the eBio department. They'll forever be a part of me. Thank you.
Cassidy Arnett.
I'm going to try to keep it together, but I want to thank my incredible family, the love of my life, Ian, for supporting me on this incredible 10-year journey. Thank you.
Sophia Bashi.
I just wanted to thank all of my loved ones who support me into the world. Thank you.
Max Hammond.
Thank you to my family for all of your support.
Catherine Virginia Biggers.
I'd like to say thank you to my friends and family, especially my parents, and I love you all so much.
Ashley Rose Biggs.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad for supporting me through this long journey. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Cooper Watkins.
I just want to thank everyone who helped me get here, my family, my friends. It's been an adventure. Here's to the next one.
Alexa Moritz.
First off, I'd just like to say thank God I was sitting in the back because I spent the last 30 minutes contemplating what I was going to say when I got up here. But I would like to thank every single member of the faculty that's sitting behind me, specifically Dr. Gill, Dr. Stock, and Dr. Hinckley for inspiring me to go into the field of animal care and ecosystem ecology. And I'd just like to thank my family and friends for being here. So thank you all so much.
Katrina Cohen.
There's a lot of you, oh my God. But I would like to thank my family, my partner and his family for the immense support these past 4 years of obtaining this degree.
Autumn Day.
I'd like to thank my family and friends for sticking by my side and supporting me. I know I didn't make it easy. I wouldn't have ever imagined myself here without you guys. Thank you.
Jared Felton.
I just want to say thank you to my family and the faculty for making this possible for me in the first place.
Camille Cornacchio.
Thank you to the eBio faculty for sharing your knowledge with me these past 4 years. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Alexis, and Albie for your unconditional support. And thank you to all my amazing grandparents. Immigrants make America great. Sco Buffs.
Catherine Elizabeth Sarko.
Hi, thank you to my family and friends for their love and support and all of the professors I've had here at CU. Thank you.
Rogana Madalena Crown.
Special thanks to my entire family. Thank you for all your endless love and support, and to my mom and grandma for always listening to me complain about everything, but also support me throughout everything. And Sco Buffs.
Olivia Spano.
I just want to say thank you to my family and friends for supporting me on this journey.
Leah Roberts.
I just want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my grandparents here. Gracias a toda mi familia que vino de tan lejos. Les quiero mucho.
Cyrus Volker.
I just want to give a shout out to my parents who are climate activists and every educator who doesn't just teach but also listens. Thank you.
Jay Langmuir.
I want to thank professors from many disciplines for helping get me here, like Laura Patterson, Catherine Suding, Samuel Ramsey, Hillary Potter, Andrew Gilbert, Devin Keys, and Lorraine Bayard DeVolo.
Aaron Pitts.
I would like to thank every single person for being here. Your support to those who are graduating, those of you who have worked so hard to get this degree. Let's go. I hope we can all work together to save our Mother Earth. She needs us more than ever. I know we can work together and save her. So let's do it.
Samuel Rodney.
I would like to thank my family and friends for their support that has helped me to where I am now so that I can play with dirt professionally.
Fisher Nagel.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. That's all.
Evan Bradley.
I just want to say thank you to my friends, my family, my girlfriend, and our kitty cat, Jane. Thank you.
Connor Bradley.
Thank you to my friends and family.
Rowan McClellan.
I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents and my Uncle Blaze. And I'd like to thank my friends Meg and Andrew for flying out here for this. And congratulations again on your engagement.
Victoria Toktrop.
I'd like to thank my friends and family who are here today, my cat Lucy, and of course the eBio faculty. I'm incredibly grateful for all of your support. Also, Free Palestine and all oppressed people.
Jenna Scheitower.
Congratulations.
I'd like to thank my parents, Chris and Christian, and my amazing sister for helping me through the tough concepts, my grandparents for all of their advice, and my boyfriend Tanner for standing by my side. You all have given me the foundation I need for my next steps in veterinary school. I love you all so much.
Garrett Lyle.
I want to thank my family, my friends, and the amazing faculty. Yeah, we did it! Woo!
Sophie Amelia Rabin. Congratulations.
Thank you to my friends and family and everybody who showed up. Trump and guys, thank you.
Rena Singleton.
I just wanted to say thank you to my friends and family for supporting me through my time here and for being here for me today.
Sienna Vaughn.
I just want to say I'd like to thank my parents and my brother for always showing up for me throughout the years. None of this would have been possible without your constant love and support and all the sacrifices you made. I love you guys. Thank you.
Katie Barry.
I would like to thank my pets, family, and professors and friends. Thank you.
Chloe Ann Cata. Congratulations.
In the timeless words of Beavis and Butthead, we graduated. At least now we can get on with our lives.
Michael Pearson. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank the staff. I've seriously never had a bad professor here. Family and mom and dad, thanks for coming. Couldn't have done it without you guys. It's for you.
Lane Slingland.
I would like to thank the amazing mentors I've had here in the eBio department. Dr. Medeiros and Manuela Mejia, you changed my life. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and my brother Reed. Thank you for everything.
Kylie Schrank. Congratulations.
Hello. I'd like to share a word that's been given to me, and it's stuck with me since my freshman year. And it's, the world now is too dangerous and too beautiful for anything but love. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Jules and Caitlin. And thank you to all my family who can't be here today. I love you all.
Congratulations, class of 2026. Okay, I know you're tired of hearing my voice, but you're not done with me yet. Meet me over at microphone number 1. I am honored to introduce Jessie Rush today, our graduate speaker. I really wish that you all knew Jessie as well as I do. She's just the best. She's a grade A scientist with expertise in carbon cycling and northern latitude peatland ecosystems. She's a great instructor, and she's been my ride or die in teaching ecosystem ecology for the last 3 years. She would absolutely deny it, but despite a daily goth appearance, which I have to say the regalia kind of lends itself to, she has a big heart. She can always make those around her laugh, and she is extremely community-oriented. In short, she sets the bar for what it means to be a graduate student. And I just get to be grateful for getting to know her and to be a part of her education process as her advisor. With that, please welcome to the stage Dr. Jessie Rush. Student, I get another hug. Yes.
I don't know this lady. I know her. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be the graduate student giving the speech today, though those that nominated me told me they only did it because they wanted to make sure they didn't have to do it themselves, but still an honor. Thank you all to the friends and family who are here to celebrate the graduates and undergraduate students. I'm sorry you have to listen to one more boring talk from a TA, but this is the last one, I promise. I was asked to give a speech on graduate education and the pursuit of scientific research. And when I saw that prompt, what came to mind were the 2 fundamental B words, easy, black holes and books. So let's start with black holes, not because anyone in eBio studies them, right, Andrew? Okay, he said yes. But mainly because graduate students often joke about how graduate school completely consumes you. It's like a black hole that you just can't escape. It sucks you in, becomes your whole world, and at the end of it, you're probably not really sure where you're gonna end up next. And for us eBio graduate students, our black holes look something like this, our graduate research that keeps us up at night. Some of us were out in the prairies or Alaskan meadows staring at grasses and flowers all day and somehow being able to differentiate between them. Some of us had to convince kangaroo rats to come eat their dinner of sunflower seeds from a homemade tray, while others had to put teeny tiny backpacks on barn swallows. Other of us were more lab nerds, blinking our eyes into focus after countless hours staring into a microscope lens. But if you were me, you were just putting googly eyes on things. They can give you a PhD for that. And while we wouldn't have come to graduate school without this passion for our study subjects, the black hole remains. You may not know this, but graduate school is actually pretty difficult. It can be a really isolating experience. But lucky for the group of graduate students you just saw walk across the stage, we aren't just an extremely intelligent, hardworking, and persistent group of people, but we also have amazing support systems that help pull us out from black hole. How do I advance the slides, Stephanie? There we go. Thank you, whoever did that. Whether it's been our families cheering us from afar, our significant others cooking us a meal after a long day, or one of the 7 dogs you see on this slide coming up to give us a cuddle. I asked for people to submit photos of the support system, and it was pretty much just all dogs, so I had to pull from my own archive as well. I'm pretty sure I don't just speak for myself when I say looking back at my time as a graduate student in eBio, I won't remember the long 14-hour lab days or twisting my ankle in a peatland every 2 seconds. That's really just happened to me though. But I'll remember the moments I spent with the amazing people on this slide. Because while we are all intelligent graduates of CU Boulder, we couldn't have done it without all of the people in this room. That's enough sentiment, but a reminder I did promise you 2 fundamental Bs. We covered black holes. So now we're on to books, and if you know me, I'm a pretty avid reader. And I wanted to end this speech with a quote from one of my favorite books, A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers, that really inspired this speech. The quote goes, "Without constructs, you will unravel few mysteries. Without knowledge of the mysteries, your constructs will fail. These pursuits are what make us, but without comfort, you will lack the strength to sustain either." Being a graduate student at eBio and CU has not only given us the opportunity to find that knowledge and construct, but also find our comfort. So with that, congratulations to all the graduate students here today. Thank you to our support systems for seeing us through. And I think the only thing left to say is go Buffs.
So I have the privilege to do the kind of last bit of this amazing program. So just a good afternoon, parents, friends, faculty. Definitely the class of 2026. My name is Catherine Suding. I'm a professor in eBio. It is my pleasure, my extreme pleasure, to introduce this year's undergraduate student speaker. As a eBio highest honors student with a passion for plants, for biodiversity, for restoration, Kathleen Barr has been a vital part of our campus and our department, leading research in the newly acquired Spruce Gulch Reserve and serving as a generous and so fun mentor to peers. Her commitment to community-engaged science beyond the confines of our campus has inspired many of us and has also been recently recognized by a prestigious graduate fellowship from the National Science Foundation. She well represents the resilience, the drive, and the passion of our graduating class. Please, this is your last chance. Please join me in welcoming the one and only Kat Barr.
I'm so proud.
Hello. Thank you, Katie, for that incredibly kind introduction. I'm Kat. And hello to the class of 2026. Congratulations, everyone. And to everyone in the auditorium here today, family members, friends, faculty, mentors, thank you for all the support that you've given all of us who are graduating today. We wouldn't be here without you. So I came to CU after some time working in the nonprofit sector. And when people ask me why, I usually share that a wildfire near my home a few years ago spurred my interest in ecology. And it definitely did. The intensity of that experience, followed by watching the ecological recovery, really impacted me. Deep down though, when I was thinking about it for this speech and in general, what drew me to ecology and to science in general is a lot simpler and more fundamental, and something I think a lot of us in this room share. I'm curious. I'm so curious, particularly about the natural world. So when I'm out on a hike, I always want to know what's just around the next corner, or what's growing out from underneath that log, or what's just over the next ridge. And I've seen a similar inherent curiosity in pretty much every person I've met in the eBio department. Because at its core, isn't deep curiosity what science is all about? So we've learned a lot of biology and ecology here at CU for sure. But as importantly, we've learned how to lean into our natural curiosity, how to listen to other people's ideas, and how to ask better questions. We've learned how to put our ideas to the test, and just as importantly, or maybe more, what to do when our ideas turn out to be wrong. And that, I think, is the true gift that everyone in this room can take out into the world after graduation. Deep curiosity, and with it, I think, an inherent sense of optimism. To me, these are the best parts of science. Curiosity is what drives us to ask the questions in the first place, to notice that there's something we don't understand. But assuming that these questions are worth asking, that unknowns can be understood, and that what we don't know yet is potentially exciting and interesting and something worth investigating, that's optimism right there. And by optimism, to be clear, I don't mean naivete or constant positivity. There's no shortage of reasons to feel overwhelmed by the world right now. Watching the climate change in real time is incredibly scary, and eco-anxiety is real. And plus, a healthy dose of skepticism is also an incredibly important part of science. But what's equally real is that none of us is alone in this. Science has never been a solitary pursuit, and it certainly hasn't been here at CU, as other speakers have mentioned. We've all learned from each other along the way, whether it's seeing how a classmate approaches a problem, figuring out how to work with different personalities, or leaning into discomfort when challenged with a new perspective. So as we all get ready to move on to the next phase, whether it's a new job, grad school, or something totally different, let's all make time to find our people, to build community that challenges and supports us to lean into our curiosity, to keep asking the questions, and to keep looking for what's just over that next ridge. Because that is what the world needs now, more than ever. So to wrap up, let me say congratulations, class of 2026. I cannot wait to see what this amazing group of people does next. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat and Jesse, for those wonderful speeches. So we have 3 sentences between you and the wonderful reception outside. So first and foremost, congratulations to all of you who've received your degrees today. And as you begin this next part of your journey, remember your incredible potential and what you've already done and will continue to do to make a difference in this world. Okay, second, there will be photos outside, and our reception will be in the tent on Sewell Lawn. And third, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the families and friends and pets and everyone else who has supported our incredible graduates and who has made this all possible. All right, congratulations, class of 2026. Woo! Throw your hats if you want. You are welcome to throw your hats if you would like to. No pressure though.